Welcome, everyone. I'm delighted to speak with you today. My name is Kai-Shi Zhang, Product Management Director of Next Generation Automation Platform at Schneider Electric. I'm excited to show you what industry of the future look like and how this is not a business as usual. The need for next generation smart manufacturing is urgent. The twin disruptors of global pandemic and climate change are causing us all to recheck the resiliency of our operations. At Schneider Electric, we believe the future of industry is here now. This kind of advancement requires a digital way of thinking, where software and data play a steering role. In a software-driven world, interoperability is key. And it cannot be achieved by a single company or vendor. This is why we believe a software-centric universal automation is the next quantum leap in industrial world. Ever since the invention of the PLC in 1968, proprietary industrial automation technology has done a good job of advancing to where we are today. But now, we have come to a crossroads. To realize the full promise of the fourth industrial revolution, we need to fundamentally advance our automation technology model. Working to common open standards is vital to ensuring multi-vendor interoperability and seamless interfaces from supply chain through manufacturing and to the end customers. It's time to break free from constraints of closed, proprietary operational models. It has been done in other industries. Think telecommunication, IT, decentralized energy. It's time for a change. It's time for universal automation. So, what is universal automation? Think of it as an independent industrial automation app store. Universal automation is the world of plug and produce automation software components. Based on the IEC 61499 standard, which solves specific customer problems in a proven way. Just like the IT world has realized the benefits of open operating platforms, now it's industry's turn. We firmly believe that the adoption of an IEC 61499 based standardized automation layer, common across vendors, will provide limitless opportunities for growth. As its benefits become visible, Schneider Electric believes other vendors will adopt the universal automation approach, and end users will soon begin to demand it from their automation suppliers and ecosystem. So, what does this mean for industrial automation? It means that the future is not business as usual. It means we are looking at new challenges with new perspective and new solutions. We, together with our partners and customers, are co-defining the future of industry. And because we believe in universal automation and this collaborative approach so much, Schneider Electric has launched its own universal automation offer in October 2020. Ecostruxure Automation Expert is a new category of software-centric industrial automation system. It's an innovative approach to manage the complete life cycle of your automation system. At the highest level, it enables our customers to be driving to 100% engineering efficiency, ready for 100% operational effectiveness, and now 100% future-proof. Let's take a deeper look with this short demo to explain what it means for engineering efficiency. In this example, the plant manager must quickly reconfigure the production line to meet changing business demand. Without knowing the hardware devices, the engineer could develop the control application by configuring the ready-to-use assets from a library with a few clicks. The logical connection of the assets is achieved with single-line engineering. Now the control application has been defined, the engineer could define the hardware topology by dragging and dropping devices from a library. The control application can be distributed across different devices based on the business need. It is important to notice that Ecostruxure Automation Expert decouples the control program from the hardware on which program will run. This makes the system highly flexible and agile. To connect with Aviva system platform, it is also a matter of a few clicks. Ecostruxure Automation Expert automatically creates corresponding objects and share data with Aviva system platform. Now, let me hand over to our expert panel to share their real-life experience and insights.
Hello and welcome. My name is Harry Forbes. I'm from ARC Advisory Group. Many people have called Schneider Electric's Ecostruxure Automation Expert a game-changing software application, and certainly the vision of universal automation has the potential to change the way that we engineer and manage automation systems in the future. Today, we'll explore this and hear from some of the early adopters of Ecostruxure Automation Expert and the underlying technology, IEC 61499. I have with me today Maurice Rie from Master System in France, Bridget Fitzpatrick from Wood in the United States, Yannis Economopoulos from Schneider Electric Shanghai Distribution Center, and John Conway from Schneider Electric's Industrial Automation Incubator. Welcome, all of you. Nice to see you. So let's begin. How does this Ecostruxure Automation Expert change the game in automation, and how is it going to change how we manage the life cycle of automation systems? What are the changes we can create across the life cycle of an automation system, which can be very long, because we go through a design phase, an operate phase, a maintain phase, and of course, in operations, we often need to replicate or clone or expand a system. So Maurice, maybe you could give us some information or some background on what your experience has been with SOFIM and Ecostruxure Automation Expert.
Yeah, we are system integrator, and we work in little factories. The name is SOFIM, who make cosmetic product. And we work in this company since long years now, and we put some automation inside, but we started to put some DCS in the beginning to federate automation, and now we discover Ecostruxure Automation Expert. EAE, it's a new systems, and all of my engineer work on it, and they're very excited by this new technology. This is very similar by with a DCS because you have the possibility to develop HMI and SCADA with directly with the same environment of the PLC, and you build one application, and after you can load this in one or few PLC or HMI. Or in this factory, we migrate all the PLC with the new technology, and automation expert is a good way to federate all the PLC and the system on a federate system for us.
Maurice, one of the things that I thought of when you were talking is with a lot of the clients that we're using this type of technology with, we're going back and doing process templates. So this is how we run a boiler, and we come up with the best design, and then it's a template, and the next time they do a boiler, they just drag it out, connect up the bits, and they're done. So when you were talking about the conveyor systems, it made me think that for like maintenance and operation, if we redesign these systems so that they are kind of process focused or equipment focused, then I think it makes it a lot easier to support in the end if everything's very consistent.
Bridget, you worked on the ExxonMobil Open Process Automation pilot program last year and the year before. This was kind of a prototype system, really the first time this technology had been used in an actual operation at real process conditions. Can you tell me about your experience and what helped you with this application in doing this kind of groundbreaking work?
Absolutely. There's probably two software technical advantages that I like to highlight. One is that there's a totally custom execution engine that you can design for yourself. So you're not relying on purely cyclic execution or fixed insertion points. You really can design your application the way it should be. And the second thing really was that it's very modular in design. So for the pilot, we built 4 trains, meaning we built the first train and perfected it and then copied it 3 times. And that copy process, due to the elegance of some of the design, was really much faster than any of the other modular designs we've done in the past. So there's definitely some elegance around event-based execution and modular solutions. Past that, one of the key concepts of the OPA forum is really that of kind of application portability. So in the pilot, we did have hardware from multiple vendors, and we did move the application around to different boxes, and that was very effective and very easy to do as well. So I think, as a control engineer, decoupling the hardware and the software is a huge bonus, and then the modularity and the custom execution, I think, are very groundbreaking and powerful.
Thank you for that, Bridget. Now, Janos, you have used Ecostruxure Automation Expert in distribution center or logistics center automation, which can be horrendously complex and involve thousands or hundreds of devices. Can you tell us about what your experience was in those applications? Quite different from Bridget's experience in process automation.
Sure. We just started using EAE in our distribution center. We started obviously with the biggest equipment we have here in the distribution center, which is actually a conveyor where we use for sorting the parcels before we, let's say, hand over to the forwarder, but also for doing the quality check of the picking process on the conveyor. Actually, before implementing EAE, all the system, both hardware and software, were a black box for our engineers. If there was an issue happening, then we are fully dependent 100% on the vendor reaction time. So after following and implementing the EAE solution, now our quality engineer can easily have a holistic view of all the different mechanical parts, but also the software parts in one screen, so he can easily detect any issue early enough and then definitely he can take immediate action to fix the issue by himself. By doing that, as you understand, we have, let's say, we are much more agile than before. We have improved the downtime, let's say, period, because we can act autonomously and very fast. And for sure, we have also reduced our maintenance cost because we have the know-how inside our house. And now we will try to extend this solution to other advanced machines because, as you say in the beginning, Harry, a logistics center can be recently very complicated with a lot of machines. So we want to put additional machines like ASRS in the under EAE platform, and at the same time to install also a module for data analytics that will give us much more powerful opportunities for process improvement or for predictive analytics. So overall, a very good, let's say, experience with Ecostruxure automation expert in our distribution center.
Thank you very much, Giannis. I'd like to ask now John Conway and maybe Bridget to follow up on what the future means for automation with greater adoption of the IC 61499 standard. Bridget already mentioned that the flexible execution model was very useful. John, what do you think 61499 and those kind of products are going to have as an impact on the automation world?
Harry, we in Schneider Electric, we call this universal automation. Okay, universal automation for us, it's the world of plug and produce, where I take proven in use software components and I plug them together to realize complex use cases like digital twin, like virtual commissioning, some of the things we talk about but are not so easy to actually do in a cost-effective manner. So essentially plugging together software components that span both the automation real-time applications, but also can talk to the IT software applications like simulation tools, like business systems, like operations management, okay? It's kind of like the beginning of the industrial app store, that we're familiar with our telephones, but adapted, of course, to the industry business.
Well, thank you. There's certainly a lot more to learn and discuss on this topic, and we're really in the early days of IEC 61499 systems, and we're at the tip of the iceberg.
Great discussion, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now bring it down a level. We could say Ecostruxure automation expert is not business as usual automation. From Schneider's Ecostruxure framework, automation expert is at the core of edge control layer, offering seamless integration with connected devices and software and analytics layers. For hardware, we continue to leverage Modcon heritage by offering scalable controller platforms. At the same time, our virtualized controller can run on any Windows or Linux edge computing devices, from a Raspberry Pi to a powerful automation server. Users will benefit from the third-party openness and the zero effort in migrating an existing application to a new hardware platform. This is how we ensure your investment is now future-proof. At the top layer for software and analytics, we continue to leverage strong collaboration with our digital partners such as Aviva by seamlessly integrating complete lifecycle software from their market-leading portfolio. Since the launch of the Ecostruxure automation expert last year, we have had great success helping customers solve business problems in different segments, including consumer packaged goods, logistics, infrastructures, and so on. With the new release planned this November, we are now bringing innovative control solutions to water customers with a focus on water and wastewater treatment plant this year. In addition, we will also begin to serve desalination customers next year. With its ecosystem, Ecostruxure Automation Expert provides a complete solution along the life cycle from design to build, operate, and maintain, in particular with Aviva software portfolio. And with its native IT/OT convergence services, Ecostruxure Automation Expert offers a complete digital solution from endpoint of the shop floor to the control room in the cloud. Last but not least, with ready-to-use libraries and device integration, Ecostruxure Automation Expert leveraged the full strength of the complete Schneider Electric portfolio to help water customers get full energy efficiency with control solutions natively. So now you have seen for yourself that we no longer need to live with the constraints we have learned to accept. We believe the future of the industry is wide open, and we would like to shape that future together with you. We encourage industrial operators and users to adopt the universal automation and automation systems like Ecostruxure Automation Expert. This is to drive sustainability and efficiency. We see this as an important part of supporting global economic recovery and advancing manufacturing and the process industries. As the most sustainable corporation in the world and a global manufacturer with an end-to-end network of smart factories and smart distribution centers, Schneider Electric is on a mission to make this possible for all. We'd love to show you more, so I encourage you to see a full demonstration. Just reach out to your Schneider Electric representative and ask to learn more. In addition, to interact with other users and solution providers, I encourage you to join the dedicated forum on the Schneider Electric Exchange. Our experts are available to work with you to deploy this new exciting technology. In addition, we also have an interactive demo which takes you into a factory setting to see firsthand how Ecostruxure Automation Expert can transform the way you engineer and operate your automation systems. That concludes my session today. Thank you for joining. In the meantime, stay healthy and safe. Thank you.